Hey guys, it's me again. Hey, you know what? I'm kind of going crazy here. I got my Nikon Z5 here. A great camera, good for photography. Just not a big fan of the autofocus. You know, don't start with Sony. Because if you do, you'll realize how far autofocus has come, and it's hard to go back to anything else. I was deciding between Nikon or Fujifilm, so I'm like, well, the Nikon Z5 is a pretty good deal. Got it for 1,200 bucks. Great camera, great pictures, but man, the autofocus is just a pain. And I started with the ZV-E10, which has amazing autofocus. That's what I'm shooting on right now with a 16mm 1.4 Sigma. Works great. Autofocus works great. No problems, back, forth. I mean, it works great. But for video, the Z5 is okay and works great, but it doesn't have the back flippy screen. So I'm going crazy again, and I'm going to go with the Sony A7 IV. So I'm going to have some tests coming up against the Z5 and the A7 IV, the pros and cons. Now, if you like fiddling with the settings and moving the little cursor around and trying to get the focus on that way, then the Z5 is a good camera for that. But man, I started with Sony. So that was kind of a bad thing because I did. Everything else is like, just can't hold up. I got spoiled with autofocus and it's hard to go back. If you came from DSLRs and you're used to moving the dot around and getting everything in focus that way, that's great. But for me, I don't like it. I want to point and I want to shoot. So that's just my way of shooting. I don't feel like spending time going back and forth between different focus programs when I can just autofocus on most things. Dogs, cats, birds, whatever. So I'm going to go back to the A7 IV and we're going to see how that works out. But I mean, as far as YouTube goes, all you need is a ZV-E10. But I got gas. Gear acquisition syndrome. That's what I got. I just want to try different cameras. I want to try and see which one fits me best. So far, the ZV-E10, Z5. Of course, I got GoPro, DJI Pocket 2. Got rid of that, sold it. Great camera. Autofocus was a little odd. But it was good for vlogging. I mean, that was good for vlogging. The GoPro 10 is so good now, or the 11 now. It's so good for that. That's what I would use for vlogging, honestly. I wouldn't mess with a regular camera. It's just so much easier to take the little GoPro, a couple batteries. You can do vlogging all day. As long as you're not in low light, then you want the camera. And I'm going to have some reviews coming up between the Z5 and the A7 IV, and throw the ZV-E10 in there too and see how the ZV-E10 compares to the A7 IV. If there's any kind of comparisons, anything like that you want to see, let me know. And just remember, you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. Keep your head up, keep creating content, and get it done. All right, we'll see you guys in a little while. Have a great day.